here with me today. It's Saturday. I'm starting my videos for the week. Today's book is really bright colored. I think you guys will really enjoy the illustrations. And I think it's a really good story too. So let's go ahead and get started with Miss Spider's Tea Party. Aren't those beautiful colors? I mean, this book is gorgeous. And this is by David Kirk. I mean, even the inside cover is so colorful. So pretty. Okay. Miss Spider's Tea Party. One lonely spider sipped her tea while gazing at the sky. She watched the insects on the leaves and many flying by. If I had friends like these, she sighed, who'd stay a while with me, I'd sit them down on silken chairs and serve them cakes and tea. And there she is. Isn't that a gorgeous picture? So pretty. Two timid beetles, Ike and May, crept from the woodwork that same day. But when Miss Spider begged, "Please stay," they shrieked, "Oh no!" and dashed away. Three fireflies flew inside that night, their spirits high, their tails alight. They spied the web and squeaked in fear. "We'd better get away from here." The little trio did not feel they'd care to be a spider's meal. Four bumblebees buzzed by outside. "Please come to tea," Miss Spider cried. The four ignored her swaying there. She waved a tea towel in the air. She took a cup and tapped the glass. Then one bee spoke to her at last. "We would be fools to take our tea with anyone so spidery." These illustrations are beautiful. Such bright colors. Within the shadows of the room, just peeking from behind a broom, 5 grinning faces bobbed and peered. Miss Spider smiled. Her heart was cheered. Descending for a closer look, she danced into the gloomy nook, but sadly found those jolly mugs belonged, alas, to rubber bugs. Some ants strode in, they numbered 6, but ants with spiders will not mix. She brewed them tea from hips of roses. The proud platoon turned up their noses. I guess they don't want any of her tea either. She is a spider. A fine bouquet concealed its prize of 7 dainty butterflies. Miss Spider, watching from the wall, was not aware of them at all. The tea table was set for 8, with saucers, cups, and silver plate. The cakes were fresh, the service gleamed, yet no one would arrive, it seemed. Her company, in no demand, left her a cup for every hand. 9 spotted moths kept safe and warm, in shelter from a thunderstorm. They stood beneath an open sash and watched the jagged lightning flash. Miss Spider dropped down on a thread, a silver tray above her head. She'd hoped to please them, but instead, what do you think happened? Do you think they're going to have tea with Miss Spider? They flew away in mortal dread. I guess they must have been really scared. They've left me all alone, she cried. She dabbed her eyes and sadly sighed. It's plain no bug will ever stay. Her tears splashed down upon the tray. She's so sad. I don't like to see her crying. 10 tiny cups of steaming tea were perched atop her trembling knee. She sipped and sobbed, then heard a cough, and turned to see a small wet moth, a fragile thing, so soaked by rain, his wings too damp to fly again. Moths cannot fly if their wings are wet. Just a little fact. She smiled and took a checkered cloth to cloak the frail and thankful moth. They talked and snacked on tea and pie until his tiny wings were dry. Then lifting him with tender care, she tossed him gently in the air. Did you see the little moth with the cloth? Yeah. And there they're having tea. And she threw him in the air and let him be. The moth told Ike, then Ike told May, who went from bug to say, there is no reason for alarm. She's never meant us any harm. So later on that afternoon, assembled in the dining room, 11 insects came to tea to share Miss Spider's courtesy. Twelve tender violets in a vase, presented at Miss Spider's place, set by her chair so neatly spun, she munched the blossoms one by one. Her friends were glad to watch her feast upon the floral centerpiece. It was a great relief to see she ate just flowers and drank just tea. Miss Spider's reputation grew. Before too long, our hostess knew each bug who crawled or hopped or flew, and all their lovely children too. She loves everybody. What a great story, and how colorful. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed today's story. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like and subscribe below, and I'll see you next time on Nurse Judie's Story Time. Bye.